In this video, I'm going to show you the new and easiest way to get your product shipped off to Amazon FBA as soon as possible. Yesterday, I launched Boxem, which is our brand new Amazon software that helps you send items off to Amazon, know your sales, profit numbers, all that good stuff. And in this video, I want to dive into a step-by-step process of creating a shipment with Boxem. But before we do, I just want to let you know that Boxem is only open until 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. We're limiting it to the first 24 hours of launch for early access so that we can take great care of our day one supporters. And so if you want to be in on early access, go ahead and activate a free trial down below. And we're also doing some awesome early access annual discounts as well that you can check out. But let's go ahead and jump into my computer over here and I'll show you the new fastest way to ship products to Amazon. So this is what it's going to look like on the dashboard of your Boxem account. So right away, we can see all the Amazon fees, profit numbers, and we can toggle between these different tiles here to see whatever different sales ranges you want. So we have really awesome, just basic analytics in place for you already. But the best part of the tool that's going to start saving you a bunch of time and money immediately is with the create shipment flow. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. And we're going to break down a step-by-step process of how to actually ship these items off to Amazon. So let's go ahead and press create shipment right there. What I want to break down for you guys today is just shipping off a simple small parcel shipment to Amazon. And so let's dive in. So I'm just going to testing live with you guys right here. Right here is where you can select your ship from address. So for me, I'm shipping from a fictional address here. This is where we can also select our shipping method. So you can go to small parcel or LTL shipment. If you're doing big pallets, that kind of thing, we can do that for you as well. Right here, I'm also going to go ahead and do a case packed shipment. Basically what this does is it helps me avoid split shipments with Amazon a little bit. I'm basically saying that my items are all contained in one case. So let me ship it all to one fulfillment center or a couple fulfillment centers. So it's just one thing that we wanted to throw in here. And this is completely TOS compliant as well, and it can help you avoid some split shipments a little bit. And the next thing we can select is our labeling preference. So this is going to be whether you are going to label it yourself or whether you're going to let Amazon do it. So you can pay Amazon 55 cents a unit. It's a little bit expensive, and for most of you guys doing this, you're going to make a lot more money just labeling it yourself, but that option is there if you want to use that, if you're in a hurry, something like that. Down here on box contents, we can do box and provided box contents. So this is similar to what you're probably already used to with your shipment flow, where you tell Amazon what's in each box. What I want to use with you guys today is 2D barcodes, which is an awesome feature of Boxem that we've made way cheaper than the rest of the existing tools that can handle 2D barcodes for you. So I'm super excited to introduce all of you guys to 2D barcodes. And basically what 2D barcodes let us do is embed the box contents of a product on the label of the box. So when it arrives at Amazon, all they have to do is scan that label, and then the Amazon instantly knows everything that's in the box. So it's not officially confirmed by Amazon, but I have seen a lot of evidence that it does help your shipments check in faster. It makes sense. It helps Amazon know what's in each box, all that kind of stuff. I'm also going to go ahead and turn on print FBA labels as you prep in Boxem. Basically what this does is on step 3, you'll see what step 3 looks like, but this allows us to print the FBA box labels basically as we prep the products. This solved a problem that I know I definitely had when I was prepping a ton of products, and you probably do as well. I was always writing the box numbers on top of the products, trying to remember which box was what. And this basically lets you print that FBA box label a little bit earlier than you used to be able to. So you can easily remember which box is what, and then it just makes the shipping process a lot simpler basically. So we can also go ahead and select the autofill list price option. Basically this allows us to automatically set what price we want on the listing. Saves you time over having to manually decide what price you want. At the end of the day, setting your price when you're listing products is really not that important beyond the fact that we know we want it to be listed higher than the current buy box. We don't want to have a product check in. By the time it gets there, the price has gone way up on the listing and we're selling for way less profit for no reason, right? So I would recommend doing a pretty decent size number there. And then you can always pull it out of the high price stranded, or if it just shows up in your inventory and it's not selling, lower that price right after it starts checking in. But that's going to make you some more profit in your business and kind of saves you some time in the short run. So let's go ahead and also enter all of our buy cost data. I'd also recommend storing your supplier and the date purchased. Basically, it just helps you audit what's working in your business, what's not. You're going to be able to look at the products that you're selling really well and understand, oh, this supplier is really good, this supplier is not, and then date purchased is also going to be useful in terms of tracking how long we're getting stuck with inventory or which items are selling crazy fast compared to how long ago we found them basically. So let's go ahead and create a shipment here. And what I want to go ahead and do is just search for a random example product, right? So for me, 32 degrees, this is an auto ungated brand, by the way. So for most of you guys, you can probably sell this right away, but this is a brand that I've sold an item or two in here. So you can see that I have an existing SKU for this product. And so what I would really recommend that you do is replenish your existing SKUs. Something that a lot of people aren't even aware of, it is made way too easy by a lot of the existing tools out there, is if you have the same product and the same SKU available, let's say both at FBA at the exact same time, that's actually a violation of Amazon's terms of service. They're not enforcing that that at the moment, but it's a really good idea just to stay TOS compliant with your Amazon business. That'd be such a dumb reason to lose your Amazon account. So I'm just going to go ahead and restock this SKU that I had. Let's say I paid $9 for it. I've got 40 of them and I can fit 20 in each case, right? Something you might want to do if you're doing case packed is to just set that to like whatever a 50-pound box is, or just do all of them in one case basically. Right here, I'm just going to use a testing supplier just because we're making a video together here. I'm also going to move myself so you can see the rest of that screen there. Let's go ahead and enter our date purchased, which is just going to be today. I like to set that as basically the day I ship that product into Amazon. And then you can also create a new custom SKU, which I'll show you here in just a second. And up here, you can also see all the other offers and the product details basically. So if you want to see sales rank and category, all that kind of stuff, really just tried to simplify and remove all the unnecessary buttons and that kind of stuff that a lot of the tools out there have right now. So it's just super streamlined, super easy for you to actually go ahead and get this product shipped into Amazon. So let's go ahead and add that to our batch right there. And then I'm also just going to go ahead and add another product that I have never sold before. So let's say I paid $20 for this, got another 40 of these, 20 of them fit in each case. My supplier is also this test supplier here. We bought these today, and you can see it created that custom SKU basically. So let's go ahead and add that to our batch as well. You could continue that process for whatever you have. The search box up here is extremely fast, like scarily fast sometimes. So let's say Lego Avengers, you're not sure what you got. We can just start going through, and Lego Avengers, let's say you got 103 set code or something like that. So I'm going to search all that kind of stuff for you. And the search function is way faster than anything else out there. You're also able to search only from active products. So let's say that 32 degrees item, I would only be able to see that SKU that I already have in stock, or hey, only show me catalog products. So products that I don't already have listed in my Amazon store, show me those. And so here the 32 DE is whatever is pulling up. So I'm seeing a lot of like monitors and then the 32 degrees listings. So I can make that more specific. Super fast search functions here for you so you can get those products shipped into Amazon pretty quick as well. If you want to change anything about your shipment, you can do so here as well. I would recommend trying to keep this bottom portion the same, just in case it messes up your shipment, right? If you tell Amazon, hey, this is case pack, just kidding, it's not, it can cause some issues with your shipment, right? So if you want to change the name, that kind of stuff, you definitely can do that. So let's go ahead and continue on to the next step here. And we're going to start submitting this product to Amazon. I'll leave this uncut so you can see how fast it is, right? Like I didn't even get to finish my sentence. And you can see here it's splitting those two different cases of those two different items that we had into some separate shipments here. So I'm just going to go ahead and review that. See, it wants me to ship some to Fort Worth and some to, not exactly sure, I haven't seen that fulfillment center code before. Let's go ahead and confirm those. Now that we're confirmed, let's go ahead and continue. And this is where a lot of stuff that we implemented to save you a bunch of time starts coming into play. A lot of the workflows out there just didn't make a lot of sense. So we wanted to really simplify it for you, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create a box here. I'm going to go ahead and assign. And then we also have some very cool features in terms of split evenly. So let's say I have 2 boxes and I want to split these between 2 boxes. I can just press split across 2 boxes on split evenly there, and then it splits it evenly for me, right? In this case, I'll probably just go ahead and throw everything in one box. This isn't going to be a super heavy shipment in my case. So I'm just going to go ahead and assign the rest of these here. Let me do 20 and save. Awesome. Let's go assign, split evenly. You can also use this to assign it all to one box. So just split across one box. Easy. Done. Let's go ahead and submit our dimensions in here. So let's just, for example, let's say it's 20 by 16 and we've got 40 packs of some shirts. So that's probably 40 pounds or so. Let's go ahead and update that right there. And this is one of those things I was talking about, right? So on this step, this is where we changed the workflow a little bit for you, but it's going to save you a lot of time. And that is printing your F and SKU labels at the same step as printing your FBA box labels. So if you've never shipped a product off to Amazon before, but basically what we need to do on this step, if you've never shipped products into Amazon before, I'm going to simplify it for you. I'm also going to hide myself back in the corner over here. Right on this step, we want to go ahead and start printing out these F and SKU labels. And basically we just need to take these barcodes. I can say, hey, print out all of my barcodes here. I've got that set up to my Rollo printer down here. You can use any kind of laser printer, or you can also set it up with a lot of different types of printers. If you have not yet set up your printer, you're going to do so through the printing settings. And this is really simple to set up. I remember battling to get my labels to print out correctly using older, outdated software, but we've made it really simple for you, right? So you can download our software Boxem Print, which basically just senses a little bit of information about the label printer you're using. And most of the time it's going to get that correct. It's going to correctly identify basically what shape the labels you want to print on. But just in case you have any issues with the printer not working for you for whatever reason, we also added this, which is completely new to the space, where we can basically force a label size. So for me, I'm using 2x1 labels. If you're using much bigger labels, you can change it however you want. So I have it forced to be 2 inch by 1 inch. Just in case you have any issues, you can play around with that. And then that basically prints out labels that look just like this. So for those 32 degrees products, I just printed out my 20 F and SKU labels right here. And then we're just going to basically take these barcodes and sticker them over the UPC barcode on the actual product itself. You can also use the print test FNSKU label here. We have just like an example FNSKU. It's like a used Lego set or something like that. You can test out and play around with the forced label size here if you're having any issues on getting that set up correctly. But that was awesome. I've seen that save myself a bunch of time. My prep center saved them time. So hopefully it'll save you time getting your actual labels printed out, right? The goal with Boxem is to save you as much time so you can focus on the stuff that really matters, right? Like sourcing products and making Amazon seller connections. We really want to minimize the amount of time that you have to sit in that AA shipping software, right? So let's go ahead and head back over to that shipment that we were working on. Now that you know how to get that printer set up, we're just going to go ahead and label all of those items that we're putting in our box here. And then we can also go ahead and print the FBA box label. And so no longer do we have to write the box number on all the boxes as we're working. In this case, we only have one box, so it'd be pretty easy. But for most of you, as you're shipping 5, 10, 20 boxes to Amazon at a time, I was always sharpieing on the box. So no more sharpieing on the boxes. We could print out these FBA box labels and it'll tell you the box information on that FBA box label. So instead of printing out the FNSKU labels, picking up the product, putting it back on the ground, coming back to it later, putting it in our box, writing on it, now all we have to do is print out our FNSKU labels, sticker the item, put it in the box, and then as we fill up that box closer to Amazon's limit of 50 pounds, we print out that FBA box label, slap it on top of the box, not over the seam, part of Amazon's rules as well, but then you can just quickly move on to the next box and go about your day making more money with less time spent prepping products. So in this example, Amazon wanted us to ship these cases to 2 different destinations basically. So I'll go ahead and do the exact same thing for our other shipment over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and assign, split evenly, save, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing here. So split evenly, 1 right there, save. So we got all those assigned to boxes here. Again, we just print out our FNSKU labels, put it on the product, and then once again, we'll just go over here and set our box dimensions. I think we said it was like 20, 16, 12, and then we're just going to call it 40 pounds here. So let's update that. We can do the same thing, print out our FBA box label. By the way, if you have any issues setting up the FBA box label, that's also down here in the printer settings. You can just go through the exact same process down here. You can select between all the different printers you might want to send the product to. And in my case, I'm just sending it to my same Rollo printer. No reason for me. These box labels started working right away for me, but if you have any issues, again, you can force that label size if you want to do really big label, really small label, whatever you want to do there, just as long as those barcodes are actually scannable. Because in our case, we're also putting that 2D barcode on the box label as well, so that we actually know what's in each box. So let's go ahead and head back over to our shipment. We've got all the printer configuration set up. We've got all of our items labeled, and we're just going to go ahead and continue. And this is live. Like, I'm still going to keep talking to you. We're able to save you a ton of time on this process. We don't have to wait 5-10 minutes to get those items shipped off to Amazon anymore. I'll leave this completely uncut so you can see how fast it is. There you go, right? Again, I didn't get to finish my sentence. Right here, it's just going to show you some simple information about each shipment. And another awesome thing that we're able to do now is embed the shipping label purchase actually within Boxem. When you ship products to Amazon, you are no longer going to have to look at Amazon Seller Central. You can do it all on Boxem. You can do this all on Boxem. So right here, we can just go ahead and accept our shipping charges for whatever reason. If you want to print these labels again, you definitely can. We just accept shipping charges, print out that UPS label in this case, slap it on our box, and then we'll go ahead and go back to our other shipment here. Again, we're going to submit the shipment 1 to Amazon. So let's go ahead and show you how fast this one will be. And there we go. Took a few seconds there, and let's go ahead and dive in. Walter White's house right here. All this information looks good. Our shipping rates are even better this time because we're not shipping it quite as far, just like New Mexico to Texas. Again, accept those shipping charges, slap the UPS label on your box, make sure it's all within that box, all taped up nice and securely there. And then all you have to do is either drop those boxes off at UPS or schedule a UPS pickup. They'll come to you. Usually it costs a few bucks depending on where you are, how far your UPS store is, that kind of thing. But you can take advantage of that so you can get back to firing up your other product research softwares, finding more products to sell on Amazon. And so hopefully you can see right away how much time this is going to save you when you're shipping off to Amazon, because at the end of the day, we built this software for you and we're super excited to share it with you. One thing that has been extremely important for my own Amazon journey and just making money online in general is the strength of the community that we've been able to build. It's been so fun to see all the feedback from us just saying that we got a new software project for you. The whole community was getting excited. So I hope you love this new software just as much as we do. And it also all comes at a much cheaper rate than a lot of the existing overpriced, slow, clunky tools that are out on the market. So you can go ahead and get a free trial of Boxem down below. We're also doing that 10% deal on annuals on top of the extra free months that you already get with an annual plan. The prices will never be this low again. And once again, we're going to close this off at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight so we can take great care of our day one users. And I'm super excited to see you in there. Be that literal day one supporter. And we're going to continue to make this tool for the community, right? That's the big thing I want to stress is that this tool is for you. We've already been able to sit on calls with Amazon sellers, add features that they asked for, and get that feedback. We've got support reps ready to answer any questions if you need to go through the Boxem app page. And if you're just as excited about the new software as we are, go ahead and follow the Boxem Instagram and Twitter pages. We're going to be dropping some more information over there, and it's just going to be an all-around great time. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Take action on this if you want to be a day one user of Boxem. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you next time.